So, August update. Contrary to the nice sunshine and sunny coloured pastoral area here, it's actually been a really generally not sunny August. Quite a lot of rain. Quite overcast. So there's not a lot of flowering going on. Even this house Joe previous years churned out flowers non-stop, but it seems to be barren at the moment, which is a shame. The arachnophobes look away now. There's a big spider here. So there's a few pink phlox there behind the spider. Purple wallflower. Sages are flowering a little bit, although they've sort of reduced the amount of flowers to a rather minimal amount, shall we diplomatically say. Likewise this one. So yeah, not a lot of colour in summer compared to spring for sure. These white things are all over the place. Since it was quite wet, they all flopped over. I probably should just get rid of them because I don't even like them very much, and I don't know what they are. And I asked my dad what they are, and he said, I don't know, every time they appear in our garden your mum says get rid of them because she doesn't like them very much either. But there we go. She, as we can see, is looking very healthy in terms of leaves, but haven't seen a trace of a flower since about June. So yeah, generally I'm thinking of going down the garden centre in a minute. In fact, I only didn't do that because it was sunny and I thought I should film while it was sunny. But yeah, I might go and see if there's something for a bit of late summer into autumn colour. Otherwise, the main activity that I've been doing out here is these climbers, which you're probably sick of hearing about by now, seeing as they were almost the entirety of my last two videos. All of these clem ends snapped off. This one, and this one, and that one. But fortunately they look like they're coming out again. Likewise this one. But it's surely a bit too late for them to really mount another solid bit of growth. This strand of honeysuckle's got around here, which is very cool. Nearly ready to go back over there. This one's coming along as well. Quite tragically, however, this one I tied too tightly and it snapped. This one coming along. So yeah, I'm not expecting these to grow for more than another week, worst case, month, best case. Certainly I expect their rate of growth to slow down over the next 4 or 5 weeks, ultimately to zero. So I'm hoping this can at least get around there. I was hoping this could at least get around here, and then it would have got to the top, it would have been perfect. But I've absolutely ruined it, so that's very annoying. Yeah, maybe I'll go down the garden centre now and see if that generates any other interesting content. So I went to the garden centre and I did buy 2 new plants, despite having almost nowhere to put them, but we'll figure that out somehow. So as intended, I wanted something that would flower at this sort of time of year when not a lot else is. Yeah, that one flowers June to September, that one flowers June till October. So ideal, except for the fact that As you can see, they're clearly not flowering now. Because they're only little small ones. So usually when I buy plants, I do tend to buy them flowering, because then even if they die as soon as I get my hands on them, then at least I get to enjoy the flowers for like a week or however long it takes for me to kill them. But this time I've taken a chance that these will have to be planted now and flower next year. And I don't have the greatest success rate with planting things at this time of year for the year after. I think the bugle here I planted September or something, and it did really well. And likewise the periwinkle next to it. You can see cascading over the wall there. But both of those are evergreen. I'm pretty sure everything deciduous that I planted late season just died and didn't even make it over winter. But they're only small, cheap ones, so I'll take a chance. Anyway, we've got a sea holly and a globe thistle. The taller of the two is sort of 2 foot tall, so I think it would sort of come up to here, so I'll try and squeeze it between the sage and the rose campion. Basically where this thing is. I'm not sure if this is a weed or what. I'm sure I've seen it before and thought to myself, is that a weed or what? I can't remember. It might be one of the Michaelmas daisies. I'll have to look at my photos. If it is, then maybe I can't plant right on top of it, but I should be able to put it sort of here. And then the other one, it's only going to be about a foot tall, so I might put it down here in this little gap between the nigella and the sage and the lavender. So I went and looked through my photos, and I'm pretty sure that this is one of my Michaelmas daisies, which in other words is meant to be there, so it would be silly to dig it out and plant a new thing on top of it. I say one of my Michaelmas daisies because there were 2 if not 3 last year, but this is clearly the only one of its kind at the moment. It's also not where I remember them being, so maybe they're self-seeders rather than perennials. I thought they were perennials. Anyway, I think I can pop this thing in sort of there. It's not still far enough away from that. There we have a newly planted echinops ritro, or globe thistle. Just in next to the whatchamacallit, rose campion. Wants the sunny side. It's got sun right now, but I hope it's not too fussy about being in mega full sun all day, because it's not going to get that there. But it's about as much as I can give it. Next up, sea holly. Okay, so there we go. Planted the sea holly. Not terribly convinced it's going to thrive there. Already looks a bit cramped in, and I've just cleaned out a load of weeds. So let alone by the time all these weeds rush back. And I actually didn't rip out the primrose, so they may conflict. I'm hoping, because the primrose is a sort of winter thing, they'll timeshare, so to speak. But whether or not that'll actually work, I don't know. If it doesn't work, then at least it's just a 250 plant, so not exactly way out of pocket. Just the same as having well, I was going to say a pint of beer, but I'm dating myself there. You can't get a beer for £2.50 these days. Like twice that. So yeah, not a big loss if it doesn't work, but hopefully it will work. Bring some more shades of blue and some late summer stroke autumn colour.